Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Croneo region, my Fakemon region based on Scotland. I felt like making a video explaining the evolution methods behind all my Fakemon for this region. I've excluded single stage Pokemon for this video. Quick disclaimer, of these methods I've talked about before, some of them will be changed, due to me not liking certain decisions I made in the past. Without further ado, let's begin. For the premium starters, yes, there's 2 starter trios, check out the plot video, or the 2 starter videos to learn more. They all first evolve at level 17, pretty standard for starters, and are fully evolved by level 35. The bootleg starters I purposely wanted to have a different evolution method. They are also 2-stage, and you get from the first stage to the final stage via High Friendship. Time for specific lines. The regional bug, Tattipillar, evolves into Crispillus at level 15, and evolves into Jackaterra when exposed to a Dusk Stone. Hedgie evolves into Hedgerow when it reaches level 20 during the night. X-Bill evolves into X-Fisher at level 18, and X-Fisher evolves into X-Bree at level 34. Nezumaruto uses the Aura Stone to evolve into Nezuken. I've grouped Weedlass and Janeep together due to sharing the same evolution method and same types at those stages. You require the Fire Stone to fully evolve them. Destiny evolves into Absol when it reaches High Friendship and is the only member of the party. Meanwhile, Absol evolves into Heracite once it knows the psychic move Prophetic Bond. It is a move that raises defense and special defense by 1 stage. In doubles, this also applies to the allied Pokemon. Cronian Meowth evolves into Cronian Berserker at level 28. Cronian Poochyena evolves into Cronian Mightyena at level 18, but Cronian Mightyena evolves further into Gloriana when it knows Sky Attack. In Croneo, if you evolve Badoo with High Friendship during the daytime, it becomes a new form of Roselia. If you use the Aura Stone on it, it will evolve into Cronian Roserade. Bibarel evolves into Bibelite when it knows the move Cabertoss. Think of Cabertoss as the fighting type equivalent of Drill Run. Boniri evolves into Hogmanay when it uses the Firestone at night. Cronian Patrat, just like its original form, evolves into Cronian Watchog at level 20. Cronian Watchog will evolve into a form of Myriot at level 35. If it knows a Dark-type move at this point, Myriot will be in its Dark-type Sheriff form, otherwise, Myriot would be in its Fairy-type Protest form. Dubwool evolves into Clubwool when it defeats a Pokemon using its new move, Penalty Strike. Penalty Strike deals damage to the opposing Pokemon, like most moves. However, whatever the percentage of HP the opposing Pokemon has is the percentage of Dubwool or Clubwool's HP that gets taken away as part of recoil. So for example, if you completely knock a Pokemon out, no recoil. If it's got about a quarter of its HP left, you lose a quarter of your HP. If it's got full HP, your Pokemon will faint. In Croneo, Hoothoot will evolve into Cronian Noctowl at level 20. Cronian Fido evolves into Cronian Darkspawn at level 26. Side note, I don't like the way certain Unova Pokemon lines evolve. It's usually at absurdly high levels, so to mediate this, Cronian Litwick evolves into Cronian Lampent via High Friendship. Since original Lampent required a stone to evolve into original Chandelure, I decided to use the Dawnstone for this variant. Togepi evolves into Togasaur when it learns Draco Meteor, a move it hasn't previously been able to learn. Cronian Yamask this time requires a Leaf Stone to evolve into Xyloregus. Fryak evolves into Paddock at level 20. In order to get Paddock's evolution Nescage, you need to level it up at Loch Prass, a location in Croneo inspired by Loch Ness. Just like the Lillipup line, Sealippup evolves into Herdiel at level 16, and Herdiel evolves into Stoutzy at level 32. For Tadsel to evolve into Turbit, it needs to level up in the new weather Strong Winds. And for Turbit to evolve into Hydroid, it needs to level up in a battle that took place while surfing. If you use a rare candy while surfing, that will work too. Cronian Blitzel at level 27 evolves into Cronian Zubstriker, and Cronian Mudbray at level 30 evolves into Doomsdale. Time for the evolutions! Eevee evolves into Cronian Vaporeon using the Featherstone. The Water Stone would also work. If Eevee is subjected to the Aura Stone, it evolves into Cronian Flareon. The Firestone will still work for this as well. If Eevee attains High Friendship, it will still evolve into either Espeon or Umbreon, but during the day, Espeon will now be Bug type, and during the night, Umbreon would be Poison type. To get the Rock type Cronian Sylveon, you would require to know the move Diamond Powder. As for the entirely brand new evolutions, Eevee has to be holding the Pride Pebble while leveling up to evolve into Prideon. This will not work below level 32. For Eevee to evolve into Gaizeon, it would need to use the move Trick or Treat 5 times. This move was previously only learnt by the Pumpkaboo line. The Peat in Croneo is a lot more potent than the Peat that was in the Hisui region, so now it can be used to evolve Eevee into Petion. Similarly, the metal alloy constructed in Croneo is of a stronger blend, so Eevee can make use of this too to evolve into Industrion. And finally, for Draconion, you would need to trade Eevee with it holding the Draken helmet. I will be making a video in future to discuss all the items I'm bringing up, but for now all you need to know is how to use them to evolve your Pokemon. The Cronian variants of the Kanto starters evolve at the same levels as their original counterparts. Crabrawler was originally a location evolution. Yes, the Ice Stone could work on it in future games, but not in Croneo. Due to the climate already being a bit colder in Croneo, there isn't really enough of a change to warrant the original Crabominable. However, there's something magical about Lockprass that still manages to make it evolve into a different looking Crabominable. Chewtle evolves into Dreadnought level 22, it just looks different in Croneo. Cronian Shinx needs to reach level 15 in order to evolve into Cronian Luxio, and then again reach level 30 to become Cronian Luxray. Carkol now requires the Firestone to evolve into Locomotive. Chimecho needs to level up while holding the Sacred Parchment to evolve into Chimonarch. Cronian Rattata evolves into Cronian Raticate at level 15 at any time of the day. However, if you level it up while holding the King's Rock, it will evolve into Ratakin. Cronian Zigzagoon naturally evolves into Cronian Linoon at level 20. And just like its Galarian counterpart, it will evolve again at level 35. However, not only do you get Obstagoon during the night, but during the day you will also get a new evolution in Scrapoon. Cronian Sinistea requires the Malt Barrel item to evolve into Cronian Poltegeist. Both Pupsky and Pucklet require the Ice Stone to evolve into Gracier and Curlice respectively. Caffeinate just needs to know how to rest, i.e. knowing the move rest, to evolve into Slumboos. At level 25, Cronian Cherubi evolves into Cronian Charim. Delibird needs to know a move, specifically Regift, to evolve into Boogiebird. Regift takes whatever item Delibird is holding and uses it as a projectile to do some minor damage. Both of the new Rock-type fossils need to be level 40 in order to evolve. Urscout needs to be level 33 to evolve into Beresel. Excellent needs to level up in a double battle in order to evolve into Sandtide, because it needs to know that teamwork makes the dream work. Joliage requires high friendship to evolve into Nanabe. Behem needs to use the move Psychic Raise 20 times. What Psychic Raise does is create a battle condition that lasts for 3 turns. In this condition, the special defense of all Psychic Pokemon on the field raises by 1 stage. This happens each turn that Psychic Raise is active. Munchlax requires high friendship to evolve into Snorlax, but of course, Snorlax looks a bit different in this region. Dino needs to use 5 projectile-based moves in order to evolve into Cronian's Vilus, and Cronian's Vilus needs to survive on 1 HP in order to evolve into Hydreigon. A Focus Sash would be recommended. At level 35, Princess evolves into Poisentate. At level 50, Poisentate evolves into Serpedon. The different forms require different items. Thundercrown requires it to hold a Thunderstone upon reaching that level, Armor Crown requires it to hold a Metal Coat, and Empire Crown requires Poisentate to be holding a Dragon Fang. If it fails to hold any of these items, it will not evolve. Like its regular counterpart, Cronian Sandygast evolves at level 42, this time into Cronian Palisand. Cronian Cryogonal requires the Featherstone to evolve into Cryphogonal. Spongy requires the Shiny Stone to evolve into Chronofey. Boxterity needs to know the move Freedom Key to evolve into Independent. Freedom Key raises attack, special attack, and speed, but lowers defense, special defense, and evasiveness. When your Boxterity evolves, if you have a free slot in your party, as well as a spare Pokeball, Box It spawns, taking that Pokeball. Cronian Pawniard requires high friendship to evolve into Cronian Bisharp. Meanwhile, to obtain a Cronian Kingambit, you basically need to do the same thing with Cronian Bisharp as you do with a regular Bisharp. That is, hold its drop item and defeat 3 other Bisharp. Draculup evolves into Nosferatu when it reaches level 50 during the nighttime. And finally, Poipole evolves into Naganadel the same way. It's just this time Naganadel will be a fairy type and not a dragon type. Since it's a nurse, it's checking your pulse, so Dragon Pulse still works, I guess. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out the artists who I commissioned for this video, as well as my Instagram for more information about each of the mons shown, and my Discord server if you want to talk to other fans of the series. If you can afford to chip in a little bit of your money each month in my direction to help out with the series, why not check out my Patreon or become a YouTube member today, where you'll get exclusive sneak peeks at upcoming Fakemon and videos in the series. I'll see you next time. Have a good one!